Hi, and welcome to my channel. Or if you're a returning subscriber, hi again. It's so nice to see you back here for another video. My name's Tess Lark, and today I'm going to show you how you can make these beautiful lotus candle holders or trinket dishes using epoxy resin and mica powder. These pieces are also glow in the dark, which is so exciting. All of the materials that I use for this project will be linked down below. And let's just hop into today's video. For this project, I'll be using resin by Let's Resin, and it's their 2-part epoxy resin, so I'll be using equal parts of part A and part B. And these molds take about 100 milliliters each, but because I'm going to be mixing up colors, I often fall a little bit short. So I'd recommend mixing up about 120 milliliters total. But between uses, I just like to store my molds in some bags, and I'm just taking some tape here, some duct tape, to go ahead and remove any pet hair or dust that I can see in the molds. So I went ahead and I pre-mixed my resin, let it sit for a couple minutes, and I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun to pop some bubbles before moving on. And so for the first lotus, I'm going to be using the sky blue, the blue, and the purple pigment powders by Let's Resin, and these are all glow-in-the-dark pigment powders. So I'm just going to go ahead and separate my resin into 3 smaller cups, and then I'll begin to incorporate my pigment powder into that resin to change the color of each one of those resins. And I'm just keeping in mind the ratios that I want of each color as I go. And for my second lotus, I'll be using the color fuchsia along with the colors salmon, yellow, and also the yellow green. And I'm just going to go ahead and mix those into my cups, making sure that I'm keeping the ratios about 90% resin to 10% pigment. And once again, I'll have all the materials that I use linked down below in the description, so if you want to try this pigment powder for yourself, I'll have that link supplied for you there. After I've mixed up all my colors and hit them with the heat gun to start popping some bubbles, I'm going to go ahead and start to fill up my first lotus mold. So I'm starting out with my purple here, and as you can see, I'm pouring it kind of high from a slow stream, and that's just to give some time to let some of those air bubbles pop on the way down. Also, because the opening in this mold is so small, you really want to work slowly so that it doesn't spill over the sides. So after I've poured all of my purple resin into my container, I'm going to go ahead and add my blue. And again, just working slowly to make sure that I don't overfill the mold and that it doesn't come out too fast without time to level out. So after I've got my blue in there, I'm just going to go ahead and finish this one off with the sky blue. And then moving right along to my second lotus, I'm going to start with the fuchsia color first. So just slowly filling that up, making sure that I'm giving the resin some time to level out at the bottom so it doesn't all pour out over the top. And then next I'm going to go ahead and follow that up with that salmon color. And I just love how these colors look blending out together. I think it's so pretty. And I would also like to remind you that if you are liking this video so far, don't forget to give it a like. It not only helps out my channel a whole lot, but it also lets me know that I'm making content that you guys want to see from me. So after I've poured in all of my salmon color, I'm going to go ahead and add that yellow next. And then after I add the yellow, I'm going to go ahead and add that little bit of yellow green that I mixed up, but I realized that I didn't have quite enough resin to completely fill this mold because I only mixed up 100 or 200 milliliters to start. So I mixed up another 20 milliliters of some clear resin, and I'm just going to go ahead and add that into my second mold to go ahead and fill it up. Alright, so I let these pieces cure overnight. They're nice and cured, totally solid. So let's go ahead and pop them out of their molds and see how they turned out. But I can already tell this one's gonna be so pretty. So here is our first piece with the purple and the blue, and she is gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this one. I absolutely love it. I love that the purple is a bit translucent, so you get all this blue coming through. I just think that this one is absolutely beautiful. And let's pop out our orange, pink, and yellow piece and see how that one turned out. And these molds are a little tricky. I find it easiest to just kind of loosen up the sides first and then start pulling it out. This one kind of reminds me of one of those popsicles. I think they're called Big Sticks growing up. This one is absolutely gorgeous as well. I'm kind of happy that I had to pour in a little bit more clear resin because there's something about a clear bottom for these that I really just love. But look at those colors. And as always, I'll definitely take some shots in the natural light so you can see them a little bit better. And then to finish these pieces off, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a couple rubber bumpers on the bottom of them so they don't scratch up any surface that they might be resting on. So I've got these here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and place 4 of them on the backs of my little lotuses. So just like that. So let's go ahead and see if they glow. So here's the first piece in the natural light, and as you can see, that blue and purple really blended out together so beautifully. But let's check it out in the dark. Oh my gosh, you guys, are you seeing this? It's like beautifully translucent. You get that sort of aura, like glow around the center of it. And I am so in love with this piece. I think it's absolutely stunning. And for as much as I love that first piece, I think that I love this orange one even more. I really didn't get much pink in here. It really blended out to be this kind of marbleized orange color, but I absolutely love how this looks. So let's go ahead and check this one out in the dark as well. I mean, get out of here. This is just, it's gorgeous. I think it's absolutely stunning. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But as you can see, all of that yellow green that I used, that I put in at the bottom, sort of fell to the top of the piece. So you get that really yellow rim around the inner petals. And I think it's absolutely stunning. I think that happened because I added quite a bit of the yellow green to my resin. So I think it was a bit heavier than the other pigments and sank to the bottom of the mold. All right, and now these pieces are all finished up and ready for me to list them on my Etsy. And if you're curious about my Etsy, it's fragilebings.com, and I'll go ahead and link that in the description as well. It's a great way that you can support me, my art, and this channel. Overall, I'm absolutely obsessed with how these pieces have turned out. I've been having so much fun with the glow-in-the-dark pigments from Let's Resin. Absolutely love them. I am obsessed. Especially this time of year when things are getting darker, earlier, it's kind of nice to have these like really cool glowy products around the house. And I actually had a girlfriend ask me recently if these float, and that's something that I definitely have to test out as well, because could you imagine some like tea lights floating in a bath or a pool or something like that? That could be so pretty, so nice. I'll definitely have to experiment with that and let you guys know if these do sink or float. And guess in the comments below, do you think that they sink or do you think that they float? If I get enough comments on that particular subject, I'll go ahead and either film like a small video or maybe even a YouTube short just to see what happens. If you guys are interested too, a little science experiment on the channel here, I don't know, let me know. But as always, friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for spending a part of your day with me. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, leave me some sort of food emoji in the comments just to confuse anybody who hasn't made it this far. As always, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time, and I hope that this video inspires you to make something of your own today. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye! I can already tell this one's gonna be so pretty. We will never talk about that.